Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome back to Needs of Children. Dear students, in this video, we are going to discuss about SSLC model question paper which was released by Karnataka School Examination and Assessment Board. Board has released two model question paper. In that, Social Science, English Medium, Paper 1. The complete analysis we are going to analyze in this video. Let's come to the first main multiple choice question. Okay, dear students, before that, one thing I want to share with you. This year, the question paper pattern, little changes had been modified by the board. The change it was map. So every year, the map related to skill based question, the board will ask to students has to write the map and locate the places. But this time the changes it has been made by the SSLC board. Board only provide the map, and in that 7 places are going to be given by the board. Then you have to mark out of 7 places, 5 places has to mark it. So this is the one modification has been made by board. So let's come to we are going to get the information. Among that, the first main, choose and write correct alternative among the following. That means the multiple choice question, there will be 8 multiple choice question. Students, the first question, the Governor General who integrated Punjab into the British Empire was. The 4 options. Option A, Wellesley. Option B, Dalhousie. Option C, Cornwallis. Option D, Warren Hastings. So this question, it is from history, the extension of British rule in India. So that is history. Second lesson, you need to concentrate for multiple choice question for the history. The right answer for this question, option B, Dalhousie is the right answer. The Governor General who integrated Punjab into the British Empire was Dalhousie. Let's move on to second question. The Government of India Act 1935. The Government of India Act of 1935 acted as the base for the formation of the Constitution of India because option A, it formed a federal system. Option B, it created a separate electoral college. It established diarchy at provinces. It promised to improve local self-governments. The right answer for this, option A, it formed a federal system. Dear students, this is the question from history, the impact of British rule in India. Let's move on to third one. India is now recognized as the 5th largest economic power in the world because of its. The 4 options. Option A, policy of non-alignment. Option B, globalization and liberalization policy adopted in 1991. Option C, support for disarmament. Option D, opposition to imperialism. The right answer, option B, globalization and liberalization policy adopted in 1991. Students, this question, it is from the political science, India's foreign policy and global challenges. So, the first 2 questions are from the history, and the next it is third question, it is from the political science. Let's move on to fourth one. According to Citizens Rights Protection Act of 1976, option A, practice of untouchability is a punishable offence. Option B, special responsibilities to the state government to the practice untouchability. Option C, universal voting powers to all. Option D, right to equality to all citizens. The right answer for this, option A, practice of untouchability is a punishable offence. Okay students, so this is the question. It is from sociology, social stratification. The lesson it is from social stratification. You need to concentrate for multiple choice question, that is about sociology, social stratification. Let's move on to fifth one. There was a protest against the MRPL. 2. Option A, protect the environment by the chemical fumes from the oil refinery. Option B, protest against the permission given to chop down the trees. Option C, protest against the exploitation of women. Option D, protest against the construction of dam across Narmada river. Students, this is the question. It is from sociology, collective behavior and protests. The right answer for this, option A, protect the environment by the chemical fumes from the oil refinery. So let's move on to sixth one. The largest physiographic division of India is option A, Northern Great Plains. Option B, Peninsular Plateau. Option C, Himalayan mountains. Option D, coastal plains and islands. Students, this is the question. It is from geography. First lesson, India, geographical position and physical features. And the right answer for this, option B, Peninsular Plateau. So, geography, one question. So, let's move on to question number 7. The income and wealth of the country should be distributed equally to all without any discrimination. It is option A, social justice. Option B, political justice. Option C, secular justice. Option D, judicial justice. So this is the question. It is from the economics, economy and government. So the right answer for this, social justice. Let's move on to the last one of MCQ question, that is 8th one. Suhas bought an LED TV for rupees 68,000 from a shop, but within the warranty period it stopped working. The shopkeeper did not respond, fee the warranty and complaint. Now Suhas has to file a complaint at, okay, there are 4 options. Option A, district commission. Option B, state commission. Option C, taluk commission. Option D, national commission. And the right answer, option A, district commission. Business studies, lesson consumer education and protest. Okay, this is about multiple choice question. Total 8 questions we have discussed. Among this, you need to concentrate for 2 multiple choice question, that is from history. 1 political science, and you need to concentrate for 1 multiple choice question, that is for here political science, and 2 sociology, that is multiple choice question from the sociology part, and 1 it is from the geography, 1 it is from economics and 1 it is from business study. So let's move on to second main. Answer the following questions in a sentence. There will be a 8 1-mark questions. Among that, which are the 1-mark questions and from which lesson you need to concentrate and which part you have to concentrate. Among that, first one, question number 9. Maintenance of army became easy for the English by subsidiary alliance. How? Answer, due to the impacts of subsidiary alliance system. Okay, students, it is the question. It is from history. The lesson, the extension of British rule in India. So next move on to second one, 10th one. Why did Adolf Hitler organize an outfit called brown shirts? This is to create unrest and fear in the minds of people. Okay, students, it is from the lesson, that is history, world wars and India's role. So you need to concentrate for history. First 2 questions, it is from the history part only. So 2 1-word answer, that is from the history. Let's move on to question number 11. What is the main reason for sub-regionalism? The answer is regional imbalance, to create the regional imbalance. Okay, so this is the question from the part political science and the lesson challenges of India and their remedies. Let's question number 12. What is prejudice? Answer: prejudice is the opinion a person forms about another person or community even before he gets to know them. That is the answer. Okay, students, it is from the sociology. You need to concentrate sociology part, that is social stratification. This lesson it is from the social stratification. Let's move on to question number 13. Which metal is known as wonder metal of 20th century? The answer: aluminium is known as wonder metal of 20th century. Students, it is from the part geography. The lesson it is from the mineral resources. India, mineral resources, mineral and power resources. Okay, students, it is the question from the geography, mineral and power resources. Let's move on to next question 14. Why is petroleum called liquid gold? Answer: this is very precious. Petrol is very precious in both during peace and war. Hence, it is called liquid gold. Okay, students, it is also from the geography, the lesson India, mineral and power resources. Let's move on to question number 15. Give two examples for direct tax. Answer: income tax, corporate tax, wealth tax, stamp duty, etc. Students, it is the lesson from the economics, public finance and budget. Let's move on to question number 16. 1 mark, last question. Who is an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is an innovator of a new ideas and business process. This is the question. It is from the business study. The lesson it is from the entrepreneurship. Okay, students, here for 1 mark question you need to concentrate, that is about history, 2 1 mark questions. You have to concentrate 2 history 1 mark questions, and then 1 political science and 1 sociology, and then geography, 2 1 mark questions, and 1 economics and 1 business study. This is, you need to concentrate about the part of 1 mark questions. Okay, so let's move on to third main, that is about 2 marks question. There will be a 8 2 marks questions. One by one we are going to get the information from which lesson, which part they have analyzed. Let's move on to answer the following questions in 2 or 4 sentences each. Mention the armed forces of the central government which maintains law and order. Okay, question number 17, 2 mark question. Mention the armed forces of the central government which maintains law and order. This question it can be asked 4 mark along with state government maintenance of law and order. Now it is for 2 marks. So what are the armed forces which were under the central government to maintain the law and order? Let's come to the CRPF, Central Reserve Police Force, Border Security Force, RPF, Railway Protection Force, CISF, Central Industrial Security Force. Okay, students, this is the question. It is from the political science, public administration and introduction. So this is the question from the political science, and there will be a question number 17. Choice question is there. 2 mark question, choice is there. So let's move on to what is the choice question. Mention the steps taken by India to tackle the challenge of terrorism. Students, it is the question from the political science, India's foreign policy and global challenges. So let's move on. What are the challenges for terrorism? Tackle the challenges of terrorism. Special Forces of National Investigation Agency, that is NIA. India is strongly opposed terrorism within India and in foreign soil. Global cooperation to counter terrorism. Created ATS, anti-terrorist squads, intelligence agencies like IB, that is Intelligence Bureau, RA, a Research and Analysis Wing, a financial intelligence unit has been set up. India signifies its supports on the global fight against all forms of terrorism. Use of defense forces. Okay, so these are the steps to tackle the terrorism in India. Okay, let's move on to question number 18, 2-mark question. What are the ill effects of the dowry system? Okay, students, it is the lesson from the sociology, social challenges. The answer for this: diminishes women's self-respect, leads to domestic conflicts, creates inequality between men and women, increase immortality, increase violence, family relationships suffer, families suffer, child marriage, female fiaticide, female infanticide, a rise in numbers of divorces, a rise in number of divorces, subjected to violence, torture and murder. Okay, these are the ill effects of the dowry system. Even students, there will be a choice question for 2-mark question number 18. The choice question. What are the causes for child labor? Okay, students, this is also question from the sociology, the lesson from social challenges. Answer for this: poverty, domestic conflicts, divorce, domestic violence, excessive control, greed of industrialists, illiteracy, kidnapping of children and pledging them, etc. are the causes for child labor. Let's move on to question number 19. Question number 19. What are the contributions of Sri Narayana Guru Dharma Paripalana Yagam? Okay, students, so this is the question. It is from history. Social and religious reformation movement. Okay, let's check the answer for this. This movement aimed at strengthening the backward and exploited communities. One caste, one religion and one God for human beings was the basic idea of Sri Narayana Guru. He built alternate temples for the backward communities as they were denied entry into temples. Started Vaikam Satyagraha movement in 1924, which demanded entry for lower caste people in the Shiva temple at Vaikam. Gandhiji and Periyar, the architects of self-respect movement, participated in this. Even the Satyagraha for entry of untouchable into Guruvayuru temple was a major incident. Okay, these are the contributions of Sri Narayana Guru Dharma Paripalana Yogam. Okay, students, let's move on to question number 20. Formation of Andhra Pradesh based on language was inevitable to the Indian government. Why? So this is the question. It is from the history. India after independence. So let's move on to what are the steps for Andhra Pradesh creation on the basis of language. India had many princely states. Each state had its own languages. Linguistic formation of states was needed. Desire for linguistic formation of states was intense. Potti Sri Ramulu went on fast unto death satyagraha for 58 days. Potti Sri Ramulu died in 1952. Demanded the formation of Vishalandhra state. Demand became much more severe. Government formed Justice Fazal Ali Commission in the year 1953. Fazal Ali was the chairman, K.M. Panikkar and H.N. Kunzru were the members. In 1953, Andhra Pradesh became the first state to be formed based on language. State Recognition Act came into force in 1956. Accordingly, 14 states and 6 union territories were formed in the country. So, this is how the Andhra Pradesh was the first state which was created on the basis of language. Let's move on to question number 21. Explain how forest plays an important role in the life of humans. Okay, students, it is the question from the geography, India forest resources. Forests, how they are playing the important role in the life of humans. Pure air, food and fodder is provided. It brings good rainfall. It controls soil erosion. It is the shelter house for animals and birds. Medicinal plants are found in abundance. It attracts tourists. It provides employment opportunities. It controls ecological balance, protects biodiversity, provides forest products, increases fertility of soil. Okay, students, let's move on to question number 22. Okay, question number 22. Indian agriculture is gambling with monsoon winds. Justify. Okay, students, this is the question. It is from Geography, India Seasons. Answer: climatic condition of country has a great influence on its economy. The southwest monsoons control the agriculture of India. Agriculture is the main occupation of Indians. Failure of rainfall leads to drought. When the monsoons are heavy, there are floods. They also cause the destruction of life and property. Also, rainfall is uncertain and unevenly distributed. Hence, it is said that Indian agriculture is a gamble with monsoons. Okay, let's move on to question number 23. Write the importance of public finance. Okay, answer for this question. Before that, dear students, it is the question from the economics for public finance and budget. Answer: manages public finance according to fiscal policy. Public finance is managed the progress of the nation, equal distribution of wealth and income in all sections, maximizing production, ensures balanced production, balanced growth, eradicate poverty, reduce unemployment, financial stability, raising economic development, welfare of all citizens, control economic crisis. 2-mark question. Let's move on to last 2-mark question. Why is March 15th celebrated as World Consumers Day? Okay, students. So, this is the question. It is from the business studies, the lesson from consumer education and protection. Answer: on the day the President John F. Kennedy gave the American consumers 4 basic rights: the right to safety, the right to choose, the right to information, the right to be heard. For this reason, March 15th of every year is celebrated as the World Consumers Day. Okay, that's it about the 2-mark question. Total there will be 8 2-mark questions. In that first question, it is from the political science, that is public administration and introduction, and there will be a question number 17 has a choice, that is also from the political science lesson, India's foreign policy and global challenges. And question number 18, it is from the sociology part, that is also choice question. Question from the social challenges. Both the questions asked from the social challenges lesson. And the next question number 19, it is from the history part, social and religious reformation movement. And the question number 20, it is from history, India after independence. Question number 21, explain how forest plays an important role in life of humans. It is from the geography, India forest resources. The lesson it is from the India forest resources. Question number 22, it is from the geography, India seasons. Question number 23, it is from the economics, public finance and budget. Question number 24, from the business studies, consumer education and protection. Once again, we will recall for 2-mark question. So, there will be a one political science, a 2-mark question, but there will be a choice. Even sociology also one 2-mark question, but there will be a choice from the sociology. And history 2 questions, geography 2 questions, and economics 1 question, and business studies 1 question. So this is about 2-mark questions, and let's move on to 3-mark. Okay, let's move on to 3-mark question. Answer the following questions in 6 sentences each. Students, there will be a 9 3-mark questions will be there. Total 27 marks. Among that, question number 25. Explain the role of any Besant in social reformation movement and in Indian freedom struggle. This is the question from the history, social and religious reformation movement. Let's move on to what are the answer for this question. What is the answer for this question? Started the activities of Theosophical Society in India and gave it new vitality. She aroused pride in Indian culture through her lecturers. She attempted to establish equality, universal brotherhood and harmony in society. Annie Besant gave her full support to the freedom struggle. She started a newspaper called New India. In 1916, she started Home Rule Movement. She was the president of the Congress session in 1970. She contributed immensely to Indian philosophy and the independence struggle. Okay, now it's about 3 marks question. There will be a 9 3 marks questions, total 27 marks. Here is the question number 25. It has a choice. Let's move on to what is the choice question. We are going to get the information. The choice question, explain the role of Bal Gangadhar Tilak in the freedom struggle. Students, this is the question. It is from the history lesson, freedom struggle. Let's come to the Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Tilak was an extremist, opposed the partition of Bengal, started Swadeshi movement. Tilak declared Swaraj is my birthright and I will get it at any cost. The main aim was to get India independent. Prepared the people for the freedom struggle. He started religious functions to organize Indians. Started Ganesha, Shivaji and Durga festivals. Published Kesari and Maratha newspaper. Wrote article in newspapers. He was imprisoned for his revolutionary articles. He wrote Gita Rahasya in the jail. Okay, this is the question number 25. Let's move on to question number 26. Question number 26 also there is a choice. Among that first question we are going to get the information. What are the uses of GPS? Students, this is the question. It is from geography, India, transport and communication. Answer, useful in accessing the geographical position of natural calamities, helpful for trekkers to know the exact location and routes, used by soldiers, pilots, fishermen and sailors. GPS shows correct path and direction. transport system uses the GPS to manage the movement. GPS is the lifeline for many services at their door in the cities. GPS shows path to Google Maps. Okay, this is about uses of GPS. Let's move on to choice question. The choice question, what are the effects of cyclones? Students, this is the question. It is from Geography, India, Natural Disasters. Let's move on to effects of cyclones. Cyclones are very destructive, cause large scale deaths, destroy crops, damage transport links, affect electricity supply, affect daily life, leads to infectious diseases. Cyclone hit areas get totally damaged, leading to huge casualties. Okay, let's the question number 27. Okay, students, this is question number 27. Justify how India achieved overall development during 5 years plan. Student, this is the question. It is from economics, economy and government. Answer for this: growth in national income, rise in per capita income, progress in agriculture, growth in industry and service sector, self-sufficiency in food grain production, increase in employment opportunities, poverty alleviation, progress in science and technology, increase literacy rate and life expectancy, rate of infant mortality and postnatal mortality has reduced, exports to foreign countries, progress of infrastructure facilities, inclusive growth. Even this is also, it has a choice question. So what is the choice question and which lesson? Okay, just justify how Panchayat Raj institutions play a prominent role in the rural development. Students, this is the question from economics, lesson rural development. Answer for this: provide basic facilities, example roads, drainages, drinking water facility, street lights, toilets, school, hospital buildings, market yards, etc. Encouraging primary education, encourage middle school education, encouraging adult education, providing technical and vocational training, expansion of health facilities, public distribution system in villages, development of rural and cottage industries, MGNREGS, that means Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme program for unemployment, providing housing schemes like Indira Awas Yojana, Ambedkar Awas Yojana, etc. Creating more employment opportunities, development of agriculture, improving standard of living, extending irrigation facility, land reforms, providing basic facilities, development of agriculture related activities, encourage the food processing units, converting the raw materials produced by the farmers into finishing goods in the village itself. So these are the important points. Panchayat Raj institution play an important role in the rural development. Okay, students, let's move on to question number 28. Even this is the question. It is from the business study. Having a bank account is advantageous. How? This is the question from the bank transactions. Even question number 28. It is also, there will be a choice question. First choice, we are going to get the information. Bank account facilitates safe custody of money. Bank account helps in making payments. Bank account helps in collection of money. Bank account holders get advance and loans. Bank account helps in smooth financial transactions. Bank account holders can get safe deposit locker facility. Accounts fit that your needs. We can transfer money if required. Let's move on to the choice question. Entrepreneurs play an important role in the country's economy. How? Students, This is the question. It is from the business study, the lesson entrepreneurship. Answer for this: entrepreneurs promote capital formation, the idle saving of the citizens. They use the resources for setting up their own enterprise, provide large scale employment to artisans, technically qualified persons and professionals, help the country to increase the GDP, gross domestic product, or per capita income, encourage effective mobilization of skills, bring in new products and services and develop market for the growth of economy, enable the people to avail better quality goods at lower price, which results in the improvement of their standard of living, promote development of industries. They help to remove regional disparities by industrializing rural and backward areas. Entrepreneurs contribute towards the development of society by reducing concentration of income and wealth. Entrepreneurs promote the country's export trade. Entrepreneurs work in an environment of changing technology and try to maximize profits by innovations. Question number 29. Differentiate between the permanent zamindari system and rayatwari system. Students, this is the question. It is from the history, the impact of British rule in India. Answer: first among that we are going to get the information about rayatwari system. Farmers became the land owner, benefited the farmers. Tiller of the land was recognized as the owner to pay 50% of produce as land tax to the company government, introduced by Alexander Reed and Thomas Munro in 17. Introduced at Baramahal, Madras and Mysuru. Zamindar became the land owner, benefited the zamindars to pay the agreed land taxes to the company on a set data every year. Farmers suffered severely and exploited. Introduced by Lord Cornwallis in 1793. Introduced in Bengal, Bihar, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, etc. Okay, this is about the differentiate between zamindar and rayatwari system. Okay, students, let's move on to question number 30. Question number 30. Battle of Plassey was the first step to the British to establish their power in India. Substantiate the statement. Okay, student, this is the question. It is from history. Advent of Europeans to India. Answer: this war brought out the immortality, brought out lack of unity among the Indians, and brought out the greed of Indian businessmen. Captured and killed the Sirajud-Dawla. Mir Jafar became the Nawab of Bengal. The company gained exclusive rights to trade in Bengal. Mir Jafar had to pay rupees 17 crores and 70 lakhs. Mir Jafar became a puppet in the hands of British. Mir Jafar became a victim of the company and its employees. Okay, let's move on to question number 31. Question number 31. The Indian government has taken many measures to eradicate gender discrimination. Justify this statement. In 2014, the Supreme Court gave a landmark judgment regarding the gender minority. Based on this judgment, the central and state government has taken several initiatives. Among that, the government of India has enacted the Protection of Rights of Transgender Minority Protection Act 2019. It has been declared a punishable offence that no one can separate transgender persons from their families and force them to leave their homes, communities and villages. Government of India under the Minorities of Empowerment. Government of India under the Ministry of Empowerment and Justice has implemented a sub-project integrated rehabilitation for the welfare of gender minority persons under SMILE, support for marginalized individuals for the livelihood and enterprise scheme. A national council for gender minority persons have been formed. A national portal for transgender has been created. Shelter houses named Garima Griha are being constructed. Okay, let's move on to question number 32. How are organized workers different from unorganized workers? Okay, differentiate between organized and unorganized. Students, this is the question. It is from sociology, work and economic life. The lesson. Organized workers. Answer. Organized workers work in organized sectors. There is organizational hierarchy, enjoy facilities of specialization, guided by rules and regulations, get fixed wages, pay taxes, get medical facility, subjected to specific terms and conditions. They have specific hours of work, pension facilities, training, talent, experience, and specific educational qualification. These employees' day-to-day transactions are recorded in written form. Example, the workers in insurance companies, educational institutions, banks, armed forces, private companies, government departments are identified as organized workers. Unorganized workers work in unorganized sectors, not guided by rules and regulations, not fixed wages, not pay taxes, not get medical facility, not subject to specific terms and conditions. They have not specific hours of works, no pension facilities. There are no special qualifications. Okay, let's move on to 3-mark last question. 3-mark last question. In that 33, conservation of soil is essential. Why? Students, this is the question. It is from Geography, India soils. Answer for this. Due to soil erosion, the volume of water percolating down gets reduced. Natural springs dry up as India is mainly dependent on agriculture. Its productivity is reduced. Hence, we preserve fertility and productivity of soil. Thus, prevention of soil erosion is essential. Okay, so this is about the 3-mark question. Once again, we will recap that how many questions from history and how many questions from different parts. In that history, 3-mark question. In that one, that means question number 25, it's a choice question. Then it is considered as a only one question. So that choice question 25, and then question number 29, that is also it's from history, and then question number 30, that is also it's from history. So total we can expect a 3 in that one choice question, that is from the history. Then political science. Political science question number 31, challenges of India and their remedies. It is the one question, that is we can expect one political science 3-mark question. There will be a one sociology question, that is work and economic life. And then geography question number 26, it's a choice question. There will be a question, it is from one question, but there will be a choice in that 26th question. It is the question from India transport and communication, and then in India natural disasters. And also a question, it is from the conservation of soils, question number 33. It is also from the geography, India soils. Then we can expect 3 questions from geography, but in that one choice question. And there will be a economics, one question, but there will be a choice. Economy and government, and one more lesson, rural development. They have given the choice. Even business study, then their business study also there will be a one question, but there will be a choice question. It is the question asked from bank transactions and entrepreneurship. Okay, so this is about 3-mark question. Let's move on to 4-mark question. Answer the following questions in 8 to 10 sentences each. Students, there will be a 4 4-mark questions will be there. total 16 marks. Among that, first one, question number 34. But here it is a choice question. This is a history choice question, question number 34. In that first question, explain the economic and military causes for the first war of Indian independence. They have asked about economic and military causes. First, economic causes. Due to the industrial revolution in England, Indian industries suffered heavily. Craftsmen became unemployed. Textile and wool industries became sick. People lost their jobs. Cottage industries suffered a death blow. Imposed heavy tax on Indian goods. Exploitation of farmers. The right given to the taluks to collect tax was withdrawn. Took back the Inam lands. Farmers felt insulted. Farmers experienced financial problems. This too led to the revolt of farmers against the government. And the next, military causes. The status, salary, and opportunities for promotion that British soldiers enjoyed were not to given to Indian soldiers. Indian soldiers were paid less. Promotion was not given to Indians. Indian soldiers were forced to cross the oceans to serve on foreign land. Compelled to use greased cartridges. The religious sentiments of Indian soldiers were disturbed. The condition of the Indian soldiers in the British army was pathetic. Okay, this is the first 4-mark question. It is from the history, the first war of Indian independence. Let's move on to the choice question. Here is the choice question. Explain how the British utilized the resources of India during World War II. Answer. India participated in the World War II in its own unique way. Indian troops kept ready. Indian soldiers were used in many wars. Intensive training was given. Participation of the Indian Army, innovative military training, fight in places like West Asia, Malaya, Burma, Iraq, Iran, Syria, North and East Africa, Sicily, mainland Italy, Greece, Crete, Cyprus, Ethiopia, and Somaliland. The dividing line between Germany in the west of Japan in the east. India's resources were used. Indian National Congress, the Muslim League, and Azad Hind Fauj by Subhash Chandra Bose participated. Utilized the agrarian products, utilized industrial goods for the war, ordnance factories upgraded their technology, expanded war-related industrial goods, production of weapons rose. The Indian Army in defeating the German armed forces during Second World War is a high watermark in Indian military. Okay, this is about history. First choice, first and second question. Okay, let's move on to second one. Second one question, 4-mark second one question. Write the question number 35. Write the contributions of Krishnaraja Vadayar IV in framing Mysuru as a model state. Okay, this is the question. It is from history, opposition to British rule in Karnataka and Vadayars of Mysuru. Answer for this. Interested in spreading education, abolished fees in primary schools, helped girls' education, established Mysuru University, established the Indian Institute of Science IISE, new railway lines were laid, started small and large-scale industries, Legislative Council was formed, encouraged musicians, art and architecture, developed irrigation, a barrage was constructed across Kaveri near Belagula, started scholarship to the students, continuing education in foreign countries, education scholarship, scholarships to abroad education, establishment hostels, iron and steel factory, cement factory, paper mills at Bhadravati, sugar factory at Mandya, sandalwood oil factory at Mysore, soap factory at Bengaluru, chemical and fertilizers factory at Belagula, and so on. Krishnaraja Vadayar was a simple, nurtured and efficient administrator. He had a lot of interests towards fine arts and encouraged musicians like Shama Shastri, M. Hirannaya, Veena Seshanna, Sambaya, Bidiram Krishnappa, Muttaya Bhagavatar, Vasudevacharya, T. Chaudaya, and others. Mysuru became a model state due to his administration. Mahatma Gandhiji called him as Rajashri. Here there will be a 4-mark questions history. 2 questions will be there. Among that one, it is there will be a choice question 34. In that it is from the history, the first war of Indian independence, and the second one it is from the world wars and India's role. And one question it is from the political science. List out the achievements of UNO. UNO has solved many conflicts. UNO solved Suez Canal crisis. UNO solved Iran, Indonesian crisis. UNO settled Arab-Israel crisis. UNO settled Palestine, Korea, Hungarian problem, Congo, Cyprus, and Namibian problem is settled. UNO worked on disarmament. UNO worked on nuclear disarmament. Cold War. UNO prevented the possibility of Third World War. Peacekeeping operations, economic and financial achievement, social achievements. So these are the major achievements of the UNO. Students, it is from the political science, the lesson from world organizations. So that you need to concentrate 2 questions from history and 1 question from political science, and next 1 more question that is from the geography. Total 4-mark questions, 2 from history, 1 from political science, 1 from geography. Last 4-mark question, that is, how is red soil different from black soil? Black soil is also called a regular soil. It is best suited for cotton cultivation. Therefore, it is also called black cotton soil. The area of black cotton soil is also called Deccan Trap. It contains more of clayey particles. It is fertile and capable of retaining water. The soil is more of lime and magnesium carbonates. It is highly suitable for dry farming. Cotton, jowar, wheat, onion, chili, tobacco, oil seeds, lemon and grapes are the major crops growing in this soil. This type of soil is seen in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, western areas of Andhra Pradesh and North Karnataka. Let's move on to red soil. The largest area of peninsular plateau covered with red soil. The major crops growing in this type of soil are ragi, tobacco and oil seeds. Areas having irrigation facility grow paddy, sugarcane, cotton, etc. It is highly suitable for irrigation farming. It is fertile and less capable of retaining water. It can be seen from Kanyakumari in the south to Jhansi in Madhya Pradesh in the north. It spreads from Gujarat's Kutch area to Rajmahal Hills in the Jharkhand area. Okay, that's it about from the 4-mark question. Last one, that is outline map. So as beginning only I have informed about that map skill. This year this is one of the change from the map will be provided from department along with the question paper. You need to locate, mark 5 places. There will be a 7 places will be going to give. In that out of 7 you need to locate 5 places. Let's here is part paper 1. So first paper 1 in that these are the places are given. Once we'll concentrate from the lessons you need to concentrate for map location. Lal Bahadur Shastri Reservoir. I think you are looking here, that is from the Karnataka. Here it is the location. This is from the Lal Bahadur Shastri Reservoir. And Ahmedabad, that is located in the Gujarat. Here is the Ahmedabad. 82.5 degree east longitude. Here is the this longitude. It is considered as the 82.5 degree east longitude. And Vishakhapatnam, that is in Andhra Pradesh. Vishakhapatnam, you can see here. Then oldest port of India, that is Chennai. Chennai is considered as the oldest port of India. Oldest port of India, that is Chennai. And Burnpur, that is Burnpur, it is in, you can see here, that is Burnpur in West Bengal located. And Guwahati, that is in Assam International Airport. So this is about here Lal Bahadur Shastri Reservoir. It is from the India water resources. So that you need to concentrate on India water resources. Ahmedabad, it is transport and communication. So that you need to go through the places of transport and communication. 82.5 degree east longitude. It is from the geography first lesson, geographical position and physical features. And Vishakhapatnam, it is from the transport and communication lesson. Even oldest port of India, this is also transport and communication. Burnpur, India major industries. And Guwahati, it is also from the lesson transport and communication. As of now, paper 1 they have asked Ahmedabad, Vishakhapatnam, oldest port of India, Guwahati. So total 4 places. These are all from the lesson transport and communication. And one, it is from the India water resources, and one from first lesson geographical position and physical features, and one from India major industries. So that's it about the paper 1. Dear students, if you have any doubts related to the paper 1, you can comment me. I will try to solve those are all the doubts. I will come back with the next video with the paper 2. Until, keep watching my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you in the next session. Bye bye.